Thanks, Laz. Now, how many times have you bought something like a plane ticket, a taxi fare or a concert ticket, only to be slugged a huge credit card fee? From next year, those super high surcharges, some of them up to 10%, will be illegal as part of a government overhaul of the financial system. The Murray Review has found the cost of accepting a credit card is no more than 0.05%. What a markup. The review will also have implications for superannuation, giving people more choice about what fund to put their nest egg into. Joining us now from Canberra, Treasurer Scott Morrison. Treasurer, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Gee, this is a win for consumers. It has been a long time coming. 3 treasurers, I don't know how many PMs. How did businesses get away with these super high surcharges for so long?
Well, it's a good question, but that won't be happening any longer. We'll be legislating, put laws in place to ensure that these big markups that come on the surcharges will be banned, and the ACCC will be policing that. I mean, you can't go around pretending that you've got all these costs in providing these services when they're not there. And if businesses can charge their customers what they choose to, but they can't pretend that there's this 9% markup on something that's only costing them 0.5%. And so we'll be getting rid of that, and I think that's a big win for consumers, and that's been recognised by Choice and many other groups.
Are you going to be able to legislate the markup? Because, you know, airlines, I booked a plane the other day and I think it was a 7% credit card fee just to book it. And sometimes they get away with it by calling it a service fee. So how are you going to stop them from just simply calling it a service fee and still charging 7%?
Well, we'll be introducing the legislation, which will mean that they can't pass on at these ridiculous markups these costs, and the ACCC will be the ones who'll be enforcing that law.
But will there be a figure? Will you put a cap on it so they can't get around this?
It'll be a legislative ban that presents, because the merchant will be charged something different by every bank, okay, or every card provider, and what they're charging may vary. So what we'll legislate is the markup that they put on that, and say that you can't put on a markup on those charges that you're getting. So that's how the consumer will be protected. The business will only be able to charge the customer what it's costing them themselves.
Okay. As part of the government's financial system overhaul, it's looking at the superannuation system.
That's right.
How is this going to be better for consumers?
Well, the first point is we recognise, the government recognises that your super is your money and you should be able to decide where it goes. And we're going to end the practice where unions can tell their members what funds their money has to go into. And even worse, even worse what happens is they prevent members being able to say, no, I don't want my money in there, I want it over there. So we're going to end that practice where basically unions and businesses are working together to prevent people investing their super where they want it to go themselves.
Okay. Okay, Scott Morrison, while we've got you, Joe Hockey, your predecessor's last day in Parliament today. Any words for Joe, wishing him bon voyage?
Joe's service to the Parliament has been extraordinary, and particularly as the member for North Sydney, but who his constituents I know will miss. He's been a great local member, but he's also been a great front bench member for the 16 of his 19 years, I think. A lot of great achievements over that career, and we really appreciate his service and wish him and Melissa and his family all the best in their new endeavours. They've been made a great contribution to Australian public life.
Yeah, absolutely. Terrific. Scott Morrison, great to talk. Thank you.
Thank you.